When 5 of your batters score centuries and you post over 800 runs on the board, it's almost unthinkable to lose a test match. And yet, that's exactly what happened to India. The men in blue became the first team in test history to suffer defeat despite 5 players hitting centuries. A historic stat, but one that stings. India were in control for large parts of this match. They had the runs, the momentum, the platform. So what exactly went wrong? Let's decode. First of all, those 5 centuries couldn't hide the lower middle order collapse in both innings, and ultimately that became India's undoing. In the first innings, they lost 7 wickets for just 41 runs. In the second, 6 wickets fell for just 31, from a position of strength to surrender. Twice, India had a chance to bat England out of the game in the second innings, or at the very least, bat long enough to force a draw. But again, against Bazball, a draw is never on the table.
Look, first of all, I'll tell you, it's not that they were not applying themselves. Sometimes people fail, and that's okay. I know it is disappointing, and more importantly, I think they are more disappointed than anyone. Because they knew that we had the opportunity like I just mentioned. We could have got to 570, 580 in the first inning, we could have dominated from there.
The other glaring flaw was India's bowling. Barring Jasprit Bumrah, they looked completely listless. The Indian spearhead is set to play only 3 of the 5 tests in this series as part of workload management. And if this test showed us anything, it's how toothless India looked without him. In the second innings, with Bumrah blunted, England chased down 371 without much discomfort.
No, we won't change the plans. I think for us, to manage his workload is more important because there's a lot of cricket going forward and we know that what he brings on the table as well. So before he came on this tour, it was already decided that he's going to play 3 test matches. But let's see how his body turns out. But we haven't decided which 2 other test matches he's going to play.
Catches win new matches. The old cliched saying will haunt India for a long time. They dropped at least 6 chances and half of them were by Yashasvi Jaiswal. The southpaw scored a century in the first innings, but his butterfingers completely overshadowed that knock. Jaiswal dropped Ben Duckett in both innings and also let off Ollie Pope, who went on to score a century of his own. This was Shubman Gill's first test as captain, and to be fair, it would be harsh to judge him on such a small sample size. But some of his decisions have come under scrutiny. The 25-year-old opted not to bowl Mohammad Siraj for 40 overs straight, from the 41st to the 81st, while Bumrah wasn't used at all in the final 17 overs of the match. More than Gill, it's head coach Gautam Gambhir who's come under fire. The 43-year-old has transformed India into a T20 powerhouse and guided them to a Champions Trophy title. But in Test cricket, his record speaks volumes, with a winning percentage of just 27. It's clear India need a new approach in the longest format.